The reason why we or wealthy people continually learn is because the more you know, the better you earn. Your ability to earn is directly proportional to how much you know. Today, I'm discussing qualities of a wealthy person. See, there are certain qualities that define a wealthy person from someone who is not that wealthy. One of that, one of the very first, I think this quality is not just only to wealthy people, but to anyone who who want to achieve anything worthwhile. The primarily fundamental quality that they all possess is vision. They know what they want. Everyone who begins on a journey to anywhere worthwhile first has a vision. They may not know what they will do if they get there. They may not know what they're going to be doing when they get there. But nobody start out on a journey without a vision. Somebody say that success is parallel. And I think it's true. The success is parallel. And what he mean by that is if you succeed in one thing, you are likely to succeed in something else. The reason is because the principles are the same. Think about it. Imagine you have issue with weights, and you want to reduce your size. To reduce your size, there are certain things that you must do. See, there are certain things you must do, and when you do them, you can be sure that your size will reduce. The same is true when you want to make money. There are certain things you must do. That once you do them, you can be sure you are going to make money. See, if I want to lose weight, several factors. The first and the most important factor, if I want to lose weight, is to make a decision. I know my weight is a bit big, and I want to reduce it. So I make a decision. I want to lose weight. That's the number one. So the first is vision. I have a vision of where I want to go or what I want to achieve. The next thing is I make a decision, right? And say, all right, I am going to do it. And after decision, where most of us give up is in the discipline to stay the course. Except by miracle, nobody can lose weight overnight. In the same way, except by miracle, nobody can become wealthy overnight. Somebody said, people call me success, of overnight success. Then he says, that is the longest night of my life. If you understand what it means. The so-called overnight, he said, is the longest night of his life. Because that overnight seems to have taken a long night to make it happen. So many nights to make it happen. There's no overnight success anywhere. Nowhere. You see, so we have a vision. You've made the decision that you're going to do it. The next thing is you must be disciplined. Discipline here, for example, in the terms of weight loss or weight reduction, discipline means you cannot eat the way you used to eat. See, discipline means you're going to put your body to work. You're going to exercise your body, become more active. You see, discipline means that you adjust your lifestyle to the person that you want to be, to the vision that you are pursuing. See, it's not going to be convenient that if you used to eat this much, at this frequency, you're going to stop. It will take a lot of discipline to do that. The same thing is true with finances. Discipline in this sense is, all right, I'm going to save money. For example, maybe that's where you can start from. Maybe you as an employee, the only place you can start from is to start saving something. Trust me, when you put the first money aside, everything will go wrong. To make sure you take that money and spend it. I always say it's not as easy as people think when it comes to have a vision. I want to become rich. Yes, it's not as easy to become rich. If it is, everybody who has that vision will be rich. But where you separate the millionaires or the wealthy from those who are broke is in that place of discipline. See, I remember when I set out and I wanted to do something, I have a financial goal, quite nice goal, a kind of goal that once you achieve it, your life is easy in every way. See, everything that could go wrong, everything that could go wrong went wrong. Everything that could go wrong, from health to, in fact, supply no longer coming the way they used to come. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. But guess what? Like I'm talking to you now, when your mind is made up and you are able to hold out a little, you will discover that everything will begin to comply or begin to reorganize itself to begin to relate with you, the new you that you are becoming. Before you know, all the things that used to be problem will just fix themselves and never happen again. Somebody say, well, my problem is that every time I try to become rich, I hit a lot of rocks and everything just go upside down. Then it's like my enemies are after me, if you are, or you said, but like they said, my village people are after me. I'm talking to you about a goal that I personally have that nobody knew. Nobody knew I was working on this thing. Not even my wife was aware of it. But when those things start happening and they need to spend a lot of, when I say money, I mean a lot of money. When those needs just start springing up everywhere, I knew that I was doing something. And that thing, it began to provoke a reaction. And the whole of this thing was to test my resolve, to see if I will go against my word, if I'll go against my decision. But the interesting thing is, I learned a long time ago that if you hold on a little bit, it may take weeks, it may take months, but if you can hold on a day longer than it will take, you have entered your rest. See, and your finances or financial journey becomes automatic. Because now, whatever force it was that was trying to resist you have found out that you are not somebody to be easily resisted. So discipline is imperative. It's important. I tell somebody, who say, well, I think I'm a fit person. I think I can run 100 meter. I can run 200 meter. I can run 400 meter. You think you can do all of these things. But the truth is, when you get on the field, by the time you go 50 meters, you realize that you are not fit. Your body will fight. Everything will fight. But you know what? If you stay the course, even if you're going slow for the first day, you continue until you get to the 200 meter or 400 meter. The next time you go again, you know what? Every time you go faster. Every time you go faster. Why? Your body is beginning to adjust. See? The same thing applies to your mindset. Every time you go, every time you try, you go faster, you do it better. It comes to a point where savings or investment becomes automatic. It means at that point you have been welcomed into the into the world of the wealthy. So when you start, there will be resistance. It is because of that resistance you must be disciplined. Because it will take discipline, tenacity to stay until you, like they use in Christendom, break through into that realm. So if you want to be successful, you must have a vision, make decision to which you are dedicated or disciplined to seeing to the fulfillment. And of course, notwithstanding, another very important thing about the wealthy people is that they learn a lot. They keep learning. See, they keep learning. They keep making adjustments. See, with new knowledge, you make adjustments. Now I tell people that if you can no longer change, you see, if you can no longer change your stance, if you can no longer improve or make adjustment, then there is no reason why you should learn anything new. Why? Because that knowledge will be useless. The reason why we or wealthy people continually learn is because the more you know, the better you earn. Your ability to earn is directly proportional to how much you know. So we keep learning. Don't say, well, what do I need? For instance, there are so many applications now. You know, so well, what do I need a chat GPT for? What do I need to know Forex for? What do I need to know Bitcoin for? What do I need to know all these things for? Even if you are not going to use them, learn them. Learn them. See, learn them. You must continually learn. They say the average CEO read about 52 books a year. That's what they said. See, and that means it is not surprising that they are on top. Some people, the last time they read the book was when they were reading their final, right, for their final papers. So they left school 5, 6, 10 years ago. They haven't read one full book. You want to be a success with finances, to be able to make, even to make good financial decisions. It depends on how much you know. It depends on how much you know. The more you know, the better your decisions. That's why you must continually learn. Every successful person does that. And when I say learning, of course, reading book is one aspect. Attending meetings, seminars, hanging around those who are doing it. Because learning can be both formal and informal. Whichever one will work for you, the point is continually learn. I told you now when I was giving an example of when I have all this powerful resistance to what I was doing. The reason why I didn't give up is because I've read about it. I understand that those things were expected. That's why I was not dissuaded. So you must learn and continually learn. For me to be talking here now, you're watching me. If I am making sense to you, it is because I know what I'm saying. Otherwise, you won't waste your time listening to somebody who is fooling himself. Right? And for me to know what I'm saying, I must have learned it. Yes, some things now I have experienced, but for me to get to the place of experience, I have to learn something at some point. So learn and keep learning. And of course, successful people, this is another point now. Successful people have understood or learned the art of delayed gratification. They don't do anything on impulse. See, they understand the power. Another point, they understand the power of budgeting. Not just budgeting for business or for their companies, but even at personal life. Yes, I have all this money, but I can't use all this money to do everything. There must be allocation for every aspect of my life. See, you understand budgeting? They don't spend as the mood dictates. They spend based on plan. See? Financial successful people, you know, this is another point now. People perceive them to be stingy, usually, but they are not stingy. They're just smart with their finances. Like I tell someone, if you know how you get something, you will do all you can to keep it. Because there are those who don't know how you got it. They don't mind helping you to waste it. But you that got it, know how you got it. So you do everything you can to secure it. Right? They are not stingy. They are just careful with their finances. Because if they are not careful, they can lose it. Money is called currency because it flows. You see, if you do nothing, it will go. So there's so many things about wealthy people. So you that is interested in building wealth, do a case study people with their biography. Try to understand what makes them successful. It is not the thing they say they did, it is who they are primarily. Because it is who you are that did whatever it was that you did. So the focus is not on what you did, but who you are. All right, thank you for participating. There's so much to talk about, but we'll talk about it in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you.